Welcome back to day 2 of pool play in beautiful Kirkland, Washington at the Junior League Softball World Series. We'll start our day with Canada versus Texas. Texas, the defending champions, that Southwest region, but this is a different Texas team. So in the first few days of play, you play everyone in your pool once, and the top 4 teams from each pool advance into bracket play, and will have a chance to win the Junior League World Series. These two teams are in Pool B, and both dropped their openers yesterday, so both are looking for their first win of this World Series. I'm Sam Gore along with Kenzie Fowler. Excited to be with you for another day, and we have a very veteran umpire crew today. One of our umpires even sang the national anthem.
Yeah, he did. That was pretty cool. Get you an umpire that can do it all.
So Jose Chaparro Santiago will be the crew chief. He'll also be behind the plate. And both managers out meeting with the umpires right now. Coach Nick for Canada, Nick DiPeccio. He was the manager for this Canadian team last year, though this is an all-new team he has brought here. And Melissa Coleman, they're running off in your picture right now. She's the manager of this Southwest team, which is from the state of Texas, specifically Shiner, Texas. So this is a different Texas team representing the Southwest, but the Southwest region world champions until we crown a new one next week. And Texas will be out in the field first as the home lineup. And let's take a look at who Canada, Kenzie's going to bring to the plate here in their continuous batting order.
Yeah, Sam, you talked about both of these teams still looking for their first win, dropping their first game yesterday in pool play. And it was tough coming to find some hits for both of these squads. Canada only had 2 hits yesterday, Texas 3. So new day, you kind of get those nerves out, right? You touched the field for the first time. You've gotten your swings in. We'll see if both of these teams can bounce back.
And they will face in the circle none other than Easton Polar.
Fresh start for Easton. This is her first pitches in the junior college, or excuse me, the Junior Little League World Series, but we saw Avery Coleman get the start for Texas yesterday, so a 1-2 punch, but getting Easton some work here.
Coleman, you mentioned she's the daughter of the manager, Melissa Coleman. This Texas team from Shiner, Texas. And Avery Coleman, again on the roster. It's fun when the coaches have children playing in this. So Canada, one of the more experienced teams here. They have a lot of players that have been playing for their country at various levels of Little League for many, many years, all the way back to T-ball. And the first batter of the game, Angelija Passarelli. Passarelli is a 14-year-old. We didn't get to see her pregame superstition, but she writes her grandmother's name in the dirt before every game. Likes to carry her grandmother with her everywhere she goes. Takes a strike. 0-2.
Well, right away, that Canada dugout, they're loud.
Passarelli lifts that into right field, and charging over to make the catch is Patricia Price. Nice play by the right fielder. So there is a breeze right now blowing towards left field, so from right to left on your screen when you look at the field. There's that flag. Out along the right field line. Left field, right fielder, 200. LeMay up to bat, lays down the bunt. And she's safe. Polar came over to try to make the play. And so 1 on for Canada. Let's see how this unfolded.
I'm telling you, the energy right now from Canada offensively, you can feel it. They're very aggressive. I love the small ball, just trying to do something a little different. I think this will go down an error. That ball should be caught.
It's a lot of speed, though, by LeMay. She was looking good to try to beat that out. Matchabi up to bat. Runner thought about going, and you could tell right away LeMay is Going to be taunting that catcher, Harrell, trying to steal second.
You can feel the urgency from Canada. We talked about how they struggled offensively yesterday.
Matchaby crushes this into deep left. It is gone. A home run right away for Canada. Charlie Rose Matchaby goes deep.
I was feeling it. And it started with the energy in the dugout. It was just loud and electric, and it was the small ball. It was the aggressive swings. And how about Matchaby? This is a second pitch in her at bat, and she's all over it. But you can feel it for Canada.
Yeah.
It was, not the start that they wanted yesterday, but that's the beauty of this World Series. It's a long tournament. Every game is a new day, and they came out here with some urgency saying, we have got to get going. We do not want to have the start we had yesterday.
Ruteau lifts that into right or left center field, and the catch is made by the center fielder, Olkak. So 2 outs. Dostelaire coming up to bat now. Lefty, first lefty that Polar has faced, and she fires a strike. Dostelaire's dad owns a big baseball and softball indoor training center in Canada. Her uncle pitched in the Expos organization. Her grandfather actually was a Little Leaguer as well. He was in the 1966 Canadian Little League Championship. And that's hit to second base. Easy play for Trojak. Well, we had a home run right away in the top of the first. It's worth another look.
Yeah, it is. Charlie Rose Matchaby. I mean, she's in the 3-hole for a reason. Canada, much better start than what we saw yesterday. This is a big swing, and it is a party at home plate. Look at the energy. Let's go.
Look at the Shiner, Texas batting order. They don't bring as many players to the plate as Canada, only 11 in their continuous batting order.
Well, yesterday, only 3 hits for this Texas lineup. They ran into one of the best pitchers in this tournament, Faith Tamba, for the Philippines. So they're hoping they can take a page out of Canada's playbook. New day, new start, be aggressive in the first inning.
Allie Trojak going to be facing Emma Calvi, 14-year-old, only 5'3", one of their aces in the circle.
I pitched 4 innings yesterday against Pennsylvania.
And look at Coach Nick. Has a team here for the 2nd straight year. Very involved in board leadership in Little League up in Canada. He's planning to step away from the board leadership next year to focus solely on coaching young out baseball and softball players. He owns his own softball and baseball training facility. So Calvi getting ready to face Trojak. Trojak Leadoff hitter for Texas goes after the first hit. A sharp grounder to Passarelli, and it gets through for the hit. So Texas with the leadoff batter on. Cuevas up to bat now. Goes by Mars. That's what her teammates call her, Mars Cuevas. Wearing a number 7 here in the Little League World Series. She normally wears number 17. It's because of a birthday tradition. Takes a strike. Cuevas hit that late, but it gets through the infield, and runner holds it second. So Trejak's on second. Cuevas holding it first. So Texas has got their first 2 batters on base.
You can tell both of these teams came into today wanting to swing it. 11, the early pitch selection. Like, let's just get our swings off early, hit it hard, and make something happen.
Easton Polar, the pitcher, up to bat, lefty. She blasted a over the fence home run in their regional tournament. That gets by the catcher, and the runners will advance to second and third. Polar again has home run power. Inside. Polar is the tallest player on this Texas roster at 5'9". Still no outs. Canada with the 2-run home run to start the game. First at bat for Texas.
Calvi's doing a nice job keeping that ball down in the zone last couple of pitches.
That went right off Jose Chaparro Santiago. Give the thumbs up that he's okay.
Dealing with a couple of foul balls.
Yeah. 2-2 count, no outs. Runners at second and third for Texas. Doesn't get the outside corner, and the count goes full. Polar, her teammates voted her most likely to go pro. And she will take her base. Bases are loaded. Still no outs here in the bottom of the first. Things are setting up nicely for Texas here in their first at bat. Avery Coleman will be coming up to try to drive in a run. No, Avery's 5'7". She's actually the youngest player on this roster, 13 years of age. Goes after the first pitch, hits it into right field, and off the one hop, the play is made, but a run will score for Texas. So an RBI single for Avery Coleman.
Great response from Texas after giving up that 2 spot in the first inning. A couple of different things happening in this inning, but with the bases loaded, I love it. First pitch, let's get after it. Nice play out in right field. Almost came up with the catch, but run scores easily for Texas.
Harrell up to bat, goes after the first pitch, lifts that into deep left field. Catch is made, and a no tag. Nice throw in from Medley.
I think that's a missed opportunity. This game should be tied. I mean, that was a great throw in from Medley out in left field,
Yeah.
but that ball was deep.
So a conversation over there at third base with Melissa Coleman and Queves, the base runner. Texas has gotten one back here in the bottom of the first. Addie Olchak up to bat. Olchak fouls that off. She's a big Texas Tech softball fan. This team from Texas is from Shiner, Texas, with a population of just under 2,200.
I've got some good options if you're a youngster living in the state of Texas on which college team to root for, right? Texas Tech on the up and up. Of course, Texas, two-time national champion.
Cuevas going to make a break for home, and she will score. So they ended up getting her in, and Texas has tied the score here in the bottom of the first, still just one out, and runners at second and third.
Cuevas is probably like, see, coach, I scored. It's all good.
And I got to slide. Count 2-2 to Olchak. Olchak, tough hop. They'll go home with a throw, and the throw is off the mark. Run scores. Here comes another run. Texas scores 2. And Olchak makes it all the way to second base.
Oh, Canada defensively, they were set up so perfect. You could see where Lamar was at third base. She was in tight. She gets the hop that she's looking for. The throw is just not there.
So this play resulting in a visit to the circle by Coach Nick. Try to get everybody on the same page here. So Texas is now up 4-2. Texas, Melissa Coleman, 39 years old, a teacher and coach in Shiner, Texas. She is also the high school soccer coach in addition to coaching softball.
Teaches math too.
Yeah. Been involved in Little League since her daughter was in T-ball. Kendall Boehm goes after the first pitch. Nice play at second base. Throw, though, is off the mark at third, and they will hold the runner. That was an excellent fielding play, just that the throw wasn't on the mark. And so Boehm is now safely at first.
Yeah, I loved the idea. And so back-to-back defensive plays for Canada where the play is right there in front of them. They're making the right decisions. The execution is just not there.
Patricia Price up. Throw is going to go cut off. Nice cut off by Machaby. That was going to be dangerous for Canada. Could have brought that run in. Olchak is standing at third base as the base runner for Texas. Batter is Price, runners at second and third. Price hits it to short, checks the runner, throws over to first, they get it, throw home. And a double play. So Canada, after a few mistakes, gets it right on that final play, turning the double play.
This is how you do it, picking up your team after a couple of defensive miscues. Passarelli at shortstop over to Bluto at first base. Coming in home. Good pick, too, by Bluto. Double play.
second straight day here on our field where we're seeing a lot of runs to start the game. Canada put up 2 in their first at bat, and now Texas has responded with 4. So we head into the top of the second inning with the score 4-2 in favor of Texas here at the Junior League Softball World Series. 10 teams from around the world converging here in Kirkland, Washington.
Now batting for Canada, Alexi Mathieu.
So Alexi Mathieu coming up to bat for Canada. Mathieu wearing the number 4 for her team in the World Series. She normally wears 42 in honor of Jackie Robinson. Love to see a 14-year-old from Canada understanding who Jackie Robinson is. She also plays baseball in a uniquely Canadian game called ringette. Nice pitch.
Another look, low and away.
So far, just the one hit for Canada, and that was a home run by Charlie Rose Machaby. That is a foul, just going to get out of play. Not a lot of room to work with over there for foul balls.
We did see some fantastic defensive plays yesterday in our triple header.
Yeah.
We've already seen as many home runs today as we saw yesterday, though.
Popped up, pitcher making the call. Nice catch by Poehler.
Love it. Run it down. That ball was well outside the circle. She said, I see this out. I'm going to go get it. Love that confidence.
Mia Medley coming up to bat now for Canada.
Now stepping to plate, Mia.
Her dad was a professional hockey player. Dad, Matthew Medley. That's a ball. Medley, an outstanding outfielder for this Canadian team. A lot of big defensive plays in the outfield. Good eye at the plate, too, 2-0.
Love that spot.
Yeah, that was a pretty pitch. That ball was moving. 2-1. Up to the same corner, didn't get it that time. 3-1. Poehler has yet to walk a batter. And that is hit up the middle and will get through. Beautifully placed by Medley for the base hit.
Big swing here. Got herself into a hitter's count. You can open things up a little bit, and this ball was hit hard right back up the middle. Poehler, I think it got the tip of her glove maybe. But just seeing it where it's pitched and taking it that way.
Ari Prescott up to bat now. Prescott, excellent pitcher for this Canadian team as well. Big Justin Bieber fan. But there's a lot of Bieber fans on this Canadian team.
There you go.
And throw down to first. Not in time. Medley getting back. She had taken a big lead. Got the strike. Medley goes after that pitch. 2-2. Base runner at first is Medley. Prescott is the batter. Prescott says one of our hobbies is tanning. Is that a hobby?
In my day, it was. Would not recommend it
Guess
now.
it depends on where you live, too. Canada, that might work there.
Yeah, it's a luxury.
Most of this Canadian team, because they're from Quebec, French speaking. Good at bat here for Prescott to make Polar keep throwing pitches.
Our high home camera is dodging some foul balls right now.
And a called third strike on the inside corner. Good pitch by Polar, and that is her first strikeout of the game.
I was waiting for that inside pitch because we saw so many balls away to Prescott. And we were talking about the foul balls that kept coming, but you can sneak in a pitch on the inner half when you have a hitter looking away. So good.
Alexia Lemo up. Throw is going to go over the shortstop. And going in face first was Medley.
It was scary for a moment. Ball was up, and so it takes Coleman upstairs, and when she comes down, she goes right into Medley.
So Alexia pronounces her last name Lemo. We would say Lamar. Strike, and a good job by Harold behind the dish. Fun to kind of watch this little cat and mouse game between Harrell and the catcher and Medley, the base runner. Counts 2-1. Three and one. 2 outs here in the top of the second. Canada with 2 runs in their first at bat off a home run hit by Charlie Rose Machabi.
Ooh, big swing. See the deep breath from Lemo. It's a 3-1 count, and I love to see a big hack like this in a hitter's count. Still have a pitch to go.
Lemo fouls that off. Lemo makes sure she never touches the foul line. And confirming that as she's been in the batter's box.
I did that when I was running off and on the field, but it's tough to do when you're having a bat like this.
Third strike. They'll have to throw to first to get the out, and they do. So Canada strands a runner, and Texas will be coming back to bat with a 4-2 lead here in the bottom of the second. Texas up 4-2 heading into the bottom of the second. Little League and ESPN are proud members of the Aspen Institute's Project Play 63 by 30, which is focused on getting 63% of kids playing sports by 2030. Learn more about what Little League is doing to get kids on the field and all about the ESPN Take Back Sports Initiative by visiting littleleague.org/Project Play. All right. Good signage over there.
Oh, those are so cute.
Little baby versions of the players.
Well done, whoever did those. I also love the softballs. Those are cute as well. And then you have the softball bow. Well done.
Yeah, good job, Texas. Let's see how they do at the plate now. Rebecca Lyons goes by Reese up to bat. Also a competitive volleyball player. Texas also a great sport to be a volleyball player in as well.
I was just thinking her favorite athlete has to be Reese Atwood. Her name is Reese, and it was.
I've seen Reese Atwood pop up on a lot of questionnaires. She is very much admired by this younger generation.
Her jersey in the AUSL this season, her rookie season, was a top 5 seller.
Why do you think that is?
She's so good. Yeah, she's just so much fun to watch. She has a cannon of an arm. She's so good defensively, and she was one of the best home run hitters in the AUSL as a rookie, earned Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, she seems to just draw people to her.
And also just playing on the biggest stage, right? She played in, of course, won 2 national championships, but was consistently on the biggest stage at the Women's College World Series. So that's going to draw a lot of eyeballs.
Well, her namesake, Reese Lyons, up to bat now with a 1-2 count. Takes that inside.
In the state of Texas, it's without a doubt going to be a trickle-down effect when you have the college game with Texas Tech and, of course, Texas being as dominant as they have been the last couple of seasons. It's going to trickle down to the Little Leagues.
Nice base hit. Lyons with a perfectly placed single to start this at bat for Texas.
Now batting for Southwest.
A little leadoff base hit here from Reese Lyons. Nice piece on the inner half. Clear your hands, let the barrel work. Bottom of the lineup, seeing if they can be a little bit of a spark plug, doing what the top of the lineup did in the first inning.
Dylan Bishop up to bat now. Bishop, the 10th batter in the 11-batter continuous batting order for Texas. Big Dallas Cowboy fan. Inside, low ball. Bishop, the batter, isn't really wanting a future in sports. She wants to be a politician. 14 years old, that's her career aspiration. Very service-minded. (3-0) the count to maybe a future Senator Bishop.
There's so much that you can learn from by playing, youth sports.
Yeah.
How to lead, how to be a good teammate. Of course, Little League pouring into your community and what community representation means.
It fits in so well with the Little League mission that they are so community-based. This competition is who has the best community team in the world in this age group. And Bishop drawing the walk, so Texas now has runners at first and second, no outs. Remember, they put up 4 runs in their first at bat. And now the final batter in the continuous batting order up now, Andy Mikulinchuk. Mikulinchuk is very speedy. She gets the ball down. She qualified for the Texas State track meet in the long jump and the 4x100 relay. She can fly.
I'm wondering if we'll see a bunt here. Show off the speed, move your teammates. There's no outs. Ooh, I don't know where that's missing.
Mikulinchuk only 5'3", has a little bit smaller strike zone. And the pitcher, Calvi, grabbed at her back after that pitch. And is going to come out of the game limping off the field. So Emma Calvi had been pitching a good game and clearly in distress, heading over to the dugout and upset as well. Here's the last pitch.
I just hate to see that. Oh, you can see it right away.
Yeah. Well, she gave it a go, and they are going to make a change in the circle. It will be Ariel Prescott coming in to pitch, and we'll also see if Calvi will be able to bat for them as well. Well, a little bit of a sadness here is Calvi had to come out of the circle with an injury, so she is in the dugout now, and Ariel Prescott has stepped into the circle right now, and the situation she's facing is 2 runners on for Texas, no outs, a 2-0 count. And that is inside for 3-0.
That's a tough spot to come into.
Prescott, one of the regular pitchers for this Canadian team.
Ooh, man, that should have been a strike.
And it's called a ball, so back-to-back walks for the Canadian pitchers, and Texas has the bases loaded as we go back up to the top of their batting order. Allie Trojak, who started the game out with a hit, ended up scoring one of those 4 runs. Back up to bat now. Also big Reese Atwood fan. Takes a strike. Trojak plays a lot of different sports competitively. Volleyball, basketball, tennis. She's basically in a sport year-round with that selection.
I love it. Love to hear multi-sport athletes still out there.
It gets away from the catcher. Runners hold. Dostelar behind the plate. Texas not gambling by sending that runner at third home. Lyons is the runner at third, Bishop at second, Mikulinchuk at first. Good pitch. So Texas with 3 on right now. Mikulinchuk, Bishop, and Lyons at third. 2-2 the count. Remember, a walk would bring in a run. So a big pitch coming here. It is chopped up to the pitcher. Play is at home plate. They get the force. Nice play by Prescott and her catcher, Dosteler.
Had to have it.
Now stepping into the righty batter's box.
If that ball gets over her head, that's going to be a tough play just because it was a little bit of a slow developing hop, and you see the reach. Got to secure the throw. She does. And I'm telling you, Prescott coming in on relief. She has not pitched in this World Series yet. Bases are loaded. You're not sure if you're going to be brought in. You are, and she gets an out.
Cuevas up to bat now. She also was part of that big first inning. Bases remain loaded. Still a play at any base for Canada. Just one out. Two and 0. Cuevas again, another shorter batter. Is that a more compact strike zone for the pitcher? Now 3 straight balls, and this is dangerous now for Canada with the bases loaded. And a run is walked in as Cuevas takes her base.
Now stepping into south.
I mean, those pitches, they're not missing by much. Maybe a little low. One Briar, maybe a little out.
So Polar up to bat now. Polar takes a strike. Polar drew a walk in her first at bat, scored one of the 4 runs in the bottom of the first. One day wants to be a veterinarian, sends that out into left field. Texas will bring one in, and they hold the runner at third. So an RBI single for Easton Polar, and Texas extends the lead to 6-2.
That's how you help yourself out as a pitcher in the circle. Easton Polar, she's our starter today for Texas. Bases are loaded. She's in the 3 spot. The lefty swinging a big bat, just drops her hands, lets the barrel work. That pitch is on the inner half, but so much power.
Speaking of power, here's Coleman. Coleman had an RBI, scored a run in her first inning appearance. Takes a strike here. Bases remain loaded for Texas with just 1 out. Texas representing the Southwest region.
Oh, that was unfortunate. Just ruled a swing, and
Yeah.
you could see Coleman, she was just trying
Getting
to get out of the way. Yeah. Texas, the coaching staff is asking for a little clarification.
So Melissa Coleman, the manager, is going to come over and say, what did my daughter do here?
She was just trying to get out of the way.
All right, let's see what you think.
This is the angle you'll be looking, and oh yeah. That was a good call. It's just unfortunate. You'll see it every now and then. Trying to get out of the way, and your hands have to stay back.
Good job by umpire Santiago behind the plate. Replay confirms it was the right call. But I mean, I'd stick up for my daughter in that situation too. Come on.
Oh, that's strike 3.
Called a ball, 2-2.
I'm with Prescott. I'm with her.
Goes after this one, hits it to second base, throw comes home, they get the force. Perfectly executed by Machaby, the second baseman.
I love the defense having her back. because you don't get that call for strike 3, and you can feel the frustration. So you have to bring it over the heart of the plate, and your defense is right there to make the play.
Love how Canada's made the corrections too, because in the first inning, some of those throws were off the mark. They have been perfect strikes to the plate from the infielders here. That pitch gets away, but comes back quickly, so the runners cannot advance. Cuevas, the runner at third base. Harrell up to bat. Big SpongeBob fan. She's the catcher when they're on defense. She hit a grand slam in the New Mexico Championship game. Bases loaded here.
What a job.
Dostler, the catcher, kept that in front of her.
Yeah, she made that look easy. That is not an easy block.
I'm just in awe of catchers. Always have been. It's something I could never do.
It was the one position that I never tried or played just because I had no interest. I was like, that looks way too hard.
Yeah.
It's really dirty.
It's a special breed.
I'm not great at squatting. You get hit a lot.
I think catchers are born, not made.
Totally. 100%. You have to be physically different. You have to be mentally different. I'm their biggest fan. I'll just put it out there. I have so much respect that I didn't even want to try and touch it.
Harrell on a 3-0 pitch. Hits it right at Passarelli. And so Texas strands the bases loaded, but they do pick up 2 more runs, and Texas up 6-2 after 2 innings. Texas up 6-2 after 2 innings, and Emma Calvi, who was pitching for Canada earlier in the game, got injured. Was grabbing her back and left the game. She has also been removed from the batting order, so that doesn't really change anything when you're looking at the continuous batting order. We just go to the next batter. Remember, in Junior League softball, everyone bats, so you don't really need any adjustments other than just removing that player from the batting order. But big picture, we hope she's going to be okay. This is a long week. And Polar remains in the circle for Texas. Gave up the home run, but since then she's retired 5 of the last 6 batters she's faced and thrown 2 strikeouts. And so it'll be Dion coming up to bat now. Big cut, good pitch. Dion, second to last batter in the continuous batting order for this Canadian team. Also a volleyball player, and they can go to her in the circle as well. She hits this over to shortstop. Coleman makes the play, throws it over to the lefty first baseman, Bain, and one down.
Starting to see the defense for both sides really find their form. A little bit of a rough start on both sides defensively, but as the game has gone on, we've seen some really nice defensive plays.
Good pitch from Polar to Michaud. Michaud, also a baseball player in Canada. Plays baseball and softball. Big Ohtani fan. Fluent in both French and English. That's a big hit into left field. And a nice catch by Dawn Bishop, who's in left field now. That's an adjustment made. 2 outs.
Well, first time through the lineup for Polar in the circle for Texas. I'm looking down at my score sheet, and one thing that is sticking out to me is no free passes. She has been consistently pitching to contact, has 2 strikeouts. Of course, the one big swing from Machabi in the first inning, that 2-run home run. But that's huge.
Leadoff batter is Passarelli. And that's a tough grounder, just too much speed from Passarelli. An infield single.
Slow developing play off the end of the bat, and I love this. You can see her put her head down. Let's beat this thing out.
So Canada with a runner on first, 2 outs. Lily LeMay up to bat. Her favorite subject in school is gym. It's the kind of person I want on my team.
Yeah.
I don't want all these math kids. I want kids who love gym.
Hey, there's a place for stats, right, in our game. It's not me.
Come on. I'm a coach. I want, if I'm coaching, I want gym kids.
You don't want someone doing all
Actually, the math and science kids, they're the leaders, I guess. They can correct me when I'm wrong.
Well, and they can tell us the percentages of when you want to be swinging.
Analytics. It's all analytics now. You're right. All right. Forget I said anything.
I wish I was good at math. It was always my struggle point.
I think that's probably has something to do with what I was saying as well. It's a journalism major.
Me too. Let's go. There's not a lot of math in our major.
0-2 count to LeMay. And LeMay stays alive.
Passarelli, she was on the move there.
There's our home run hitter, Machabi. She is on deck. 1 on right now, but 2 outs. And that's another tough one. Charging in is Cuevas. And that throw not in time. Runner advancing over to third. Good job by Passarelli to get all the way over to third. And so now Machabi, who had a home run in her first at bat, has 2 on in front of her.
Yeah, taking a look at her last AB because it was a good one. The pitch was on the inner half, cleared her hands, and she was just watching it going, do I have enough? And she did.
So Polar facing Machabi for a second time. Runner thought about going to second and held off. Harold jumped right up from behind the plate. So how would you pitch Machabi right now?
You've got to be careful on that inner half. You know, whenever you give up a big hit as a pitcher, there's always the checklist that you go through. You go, was that a good pitch? And you kind of tip your cap and say, okay, I'm not going to throw that pitch again. Or was it a pitch that I missed as a pitcher? And if it's a pitch that you missed as a pitcher, well, then you need to make sure that you have the confidence to say, okay, I'm going to go to that spot again, but I'm going to be better. I'm going to execute it. And to me, the pitch that Machabi hit, that 2-run shot, it was a good pitch. It was on the inner half, so I'm going away.
This is pop fly, second baseman Trojak couldn't quite get it in her glove and keep it there. And Canada scores a run. And Machabelli makes it all the way to second base. So a tough break for Texas. That could have been the third out.
Oh, this is a frustrating inning for Texas. For Polar, she had 2 quick outs. Ground out to short and a fly ball to left field. And then the last 3 hits to me, Sam, I know they're going down as 2 singles. That one to me should be an error on the second baseman, but Texas should be out of this inning.
Luteau lifts that up into the air. And again, Texas cannot get the catch. And Canada scores another run. So suddenly it's 6-4 as Coleman, the shortstop, was trying to make the play and just could not get it into her glove.
And the last thing you want to do is follow up an error with another error. And she had it. It was right there. Missed it.
So a player-led meeting called in the circle after that play. Now it's breaking up. So those 2 errors have cost Texas a couple of runs here, and it's 6-4 now.
And it's just so tough for Bowler because the last 4 hitters that have all reached base, it has been very weak contact. It's exactly what you want, the result as a pitcher.
Dostelaire gets that to second. No play. Safe at second, safe at first.
It's like deja vu. That's 4 straight weak contacts where I'm thinking they have 2 outs defensively, and I'm looking down, have 5 opportunities that they could have had that 3rd out in a row.
Let's see if Canada continue to take advantage here. Mathieu up to bat, 2 on. That is deep to center, and the catch is made by Ulcock. And so Texas finally gets out of it. But they surrender 3 runs, and suddenly we got a 1-run game as we head to the bottom of the 3rd. Well, prior to the start of play, this is always one of the players' most favorite events, as all 10 teams come and help some of the youth in the city, handicapped youth, that come out and play their hearts out and have so much fun interacting with the girls. And the girls get to serve as teammates, mentors, coaches. They have so much fun. This is called the Challenger Game, and it's one of the traditions here as part of this event. And we are now in our 2nd day of pool play in this World Series. Texas up 6-5 against Canada. Canada just put up 3 runs in their last at bat. And now Texas will be coming to the plate trying to continue their scoring run. They have scored runs in every at bat so far. Olchak will be the batter. She got a hit in her first at bat today. Prescott remains in the circle for Canada. Olchak teammates voted her team prankster. Big Michael B. Jordan fan. That's inside. 2-0.
Prescott, she's got some really nice down movement. It's like a natural drop ball. I'm watching her spin when she throws it low in the zone. It's got that really tight spin moving down. Seen a couple of rollover ground balls against Texas.
And that's a strike. 2-2.
Like even that pitch, even though it is up in the zone, it has that 12-6 down movement to it. It's almost like a high drop.
Prescott just shook off a pitch.
There it is.
There you go. That was the right call.
A little excited there.
Yeah,
Texas
she's out. Yeah.
thinking that maybe it was a drop
Okay.
third strike. It was not. Going down in the zone. The ball was low, so I don't blame Olchak for just going for it. So Solar, the catcher's like, no, I was just trying to throw it down and throw it around the horn.
Yeah, good play. All the way around. Oh, and Bain is hit by that pitch. So first batter hit by a pitch today. Bain will trot down to first. So Texas with a runner on and just one out. Coach Nick talking to his catcher, Dostelaar, right now behind the plate.
It's one of those tough ones where it hits the hitter and then it goes into the catcher. And this is what I'm talking about, being a catcher. This is what you sign up for.
Yeah.
Oh, just tough. She's wearing it.
Good job by Coach to come out and check on her. Patricia P. Price up to bat now. Patricia, big volunteer in the Shiner, Texas community. Goes after that first pitch. That's a tough grounder. Bounced right up into Lamar's under her face mask. And hopefully she's okay. Went right up into her mouth area. That was a tough grounder. Took a bad bounce. Got right up underneath that face mask.
Yeah, she just didn't approach it correctly. And so when you kind of stay back and you let the ball play you, this is kind of what's going to happen. She's turning into a hockey goalie here at this point. So you see the high hop, you've either got to attack it or you stay back and you take that long hop. When you get that middle hop, you literally turn into a catcher and you're trying to block it. And that's not where you want to be as a third baseman. That should have been an easy out. Hope she's all right.
Yeah, it looks like she is okay. Asked for a little water. Get back out there. Texas will have 2 base runners on.
Now batting for Southwest, number 14, Reese.
Okay, here we go. 2 on for Texas. Reese Lyons up to bat. 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Prescott missing that outside corner. Lions big Aggie fan. Texas A&M, the defending women's volleyball national champions. And that is hit out into right field. It will drop, and the runners will advance. They had to hold on and delay because they needed to check to see if that ball was going to be caught. So they just advanced 1 base, so the bases are loaded now.
Kind of seeing the same thing from Canada's defense that we saw in the top half of this inning from Texas, where they're just not helping out their pitcher in the circle. Those last 2 hits should have been outs. Canada should be out of this inning.
Dawn Bishop up to bat. Bishop drew a walk, and her first at bat ended up scoring a run. Prescott trying to shake that one off, thought she had a strike. Prescott, a multi-sport athlete. Not only does she play softball, she competes in cross country, track and field, basketball, cheer, and band, by the way, plays an instrument. Three and one, bases loaded. Canada has already walked in a run today. Texas has scored in every at bat. And she will take her base and a run will score. So Bishop has drawn 2 walks today. And this one brings run across home plate, 7-5, and the bases remain loaded for Mikulinchak. Mikulinchak's come back from a wrist injury, finally 100%. Two and 0 the count, bases still loaded, only 1 out.
You can just kind of feel Prescott in the circle. She's losing her confidence a little bit.
Coach is telling Mikulinchak just to stay right where she is, take this pitch. And so another run walked in. And it is 8-5 now. And Coach Nick going to come out of the dugout. Remember, their starting pitcher, Calvi, was injured earlier. Prescott had to come in relief. And Coach Nick giving her some words of encouragement as he takes her out of the circle. And he will hand the ball over to Dion. So we have a change in the circle for Texas, or excuse me, for Canada. Texas up 8-5. We'll be right back. Estelle Dion in the circle for Canada for the first time today. And a 1-1 count to the leadoff batter for Texas, Ali Trojak. Trojak with a hit in her first at bat, reached on a fielder's choice in her second at bat. Third time through the Texas batting order. Strike two. Shot from Dion coming on in relief here. And a strikeout. First batter she faces.
Wasting no time. Coming in and just attacking her corners. Throwing some heat. She did pitch a little bit yesterday, so kind of have those nerves out of the way. But, man, coming into a bases-loaded situation, that's so tough.
Mars Cuevas up to bat now for Texas. Single and a walk today, has scored a run, drove in a run. Knows every song from the musical Hamilton.
Ooh, me too.
That's hit hard right back to the pitcher.
Atta girl.
Look at Dion. Came in right away and made her presence felt. And Texas only able to scratch out 2 more runs. Canada coming to bat, trailing Texas by 3.
Run the strikeout back from Estelle Dion. She comes in, the bases are loaded, and there's only 1 out. And she came in and just took care of business. Got the strikeout, got the easy ground out right back to her. She said, guys, it's not this hard. Here we go. Let's get back in that dugout. We've got ourselves a ball game. It's been back and forth since the first inning between Texas and Canada.
Both these teams looking for their first win in pool play, second game for both. We have 2 pools of 5 teams apiece. And you have to finish in the top 4 of your pool play. So Mia Medley, the batter, stepping into the box now. Here in the top of the 4th. These are 7-inning games.
Ooh, favorite team is Arizona State.
Goes after that pitch, and it goes off of the pitcher, no play. So safely is Mia Medley at first base. Good hustle.
Hit it hard, put your head down, and run. That's exactly what Mia Medley does here. Nice base hit to lead off this inning here in the fourth.
Prescott up to bat now. Goes after the first pitch, grounder to second. Play is at first. Nice job. Good recovery by Trojak. Made the play at first. Runner, though, advanced to second. So Medley is at second base in scoring position. And 2 outs. One out, excuse me.
Mentally, I was thinking double play. But Texas fortunate to at least get 1 out.
Lemo, the batter. Looking for her first hit today. Brother is her favorite athlete. It's popped into right field, and that was trouble. Canada going to try to bring the runner home, and they do. So Canada brings across another run. It's 8-6 as Medley, so fast on the bases, scored when that fly ball was not caught.
Yeah, Mia Medley, she's just looking to run the bases. Hold me back. Not sure what the conversation on the field right now is about. Trying to listen in.
Maybe whether or not the base runner can be at third.
Maybe there was a missed base on.
Yeah, they're going to send her back to second. And Coach Nick is not happy with that decision. He's going to ask for a clarification.
Did I miss something? Did the ball go into the dugout?
Did not go into the dugout. They threw it back to the pitcher in the circle. And Lemo, I think our umpires are saying, just continued to run.
Yeah, I'm going to need to see that again. Huh.
So they're going to make her go back to second base. So this is what happened. Coach Nick not happy with the explanation he got. Texas brought it up to the umpires, and they agreed.
Ball was in right field. Michalin-Chalk, she overruns it, misses the ball, an error, an RBI. Looked like there might have been a little bit of obstruction at first base. And Lemo, she just kept running, but there wasn't a play at third base, right? Like there wasn't an out made to send her back to third, or to send her back to second, rather. So here's the obstruction.
So she runs, but when the ball is thrown into the circle, I think that's what they were saying, is they got it back in and should freeze everybody, and she kept running.
But there's still, the throw was coming in as like a cutoff, right? So that's still, to me, like the heart of the play. I have a hard time with that one.
Yeah, so did Coach Nick. 0-2 the count, 1 out. It's popped up, and Harold just could not quite get in position to make that catch. Good try, though. It's 8-6. Here it is, one more look.
See, the ball is coming in. Like, this is a relay. I'm still running here.
And that is lined out into right field. It'll score another Canadian run. Throw to second. Not in time. Good job by Dion.
Ooh, there's a lot happening in this inning. Base running for Canada. They are aggressive, trying to push it. Climbing their way back into this ball game. They're just chipping away. See the good load. Transfer of her weight. Seeing that ball so deep. And you see the eyeballs from Calvi. Like, she sees that herself, or excuse me, Dion. She sees that herself. She's running. I'm going to push this into second.
Michaud up to bat. Hits it sharply to shortstop. Coleman makes the throw to first. So 2 outs. Runner on third for Canada. And we go back to the top of the batting order. Passarelli will come up to bat. Got a hit, scored a run. Canada's within 1 run of Texas right now. Both of these teams have had no trouble scoring runs in this game. The problem has been defense. Coleman, another solid play from the shortstop. No problem on defense with Avery Coleman. But Canada with a 2-run fourth to draw within 1. Texas clinging to a 1-run lead as we head to the bottom of the 4th. We invite you to follow the amazing kids as they experience their own Little League World Series adventure. Download the Little League World Series app and watch highlights, photos, schedules, and more. It's available in the App Store for Apple and Android devices. The Southeast team out in the shade. Team from North Carolina, the Charlotte area. Saw them get a opening game win on this field yesterday. So Easton Polar up to bat now for Texas to try to get something going. Texas has scored at least 2 runs in every at bat so far. This is their 4th at bat. Future veterinarian also said she'd open a dog shelter if she won the lottery. Polar rips that at first. Nice play by Blue Toe to knock it down and make the play. Good job.
Keeping it in front of her. That ball was hit well. Easton Polar, we've seen her hit the ball all over the field, but keeping it in front of her. Touch it yourself. There you go.
Avery Coleman up to bat, coach's daughter, manager Melissa Coleman. And that hits Coleman. And she went down and popped right back up. Oh, good. Well, this is tough. Texas tough right here.
Oh, man. Yeah, that did not look like it felt good. A little bit of a dramatic fall, and then she's like, JK, get up and run this thing out.
So Coleman.
I'm looking over at Mom at third base, and she's laughing, kind of shaking her head. Of course, there's probably a little concern, like, is my kid all right? But, yeah, you can see her. She's watching her. She's all right. I've seen this before.
She has a son, Ellis, who's 10 years old, also plays in Majors Division, Little League. So Avery shaking it off. She's at first. One out. Charlotte Harrell, catcher, up to bat for Texas. Good pitch, strike. And Harrell, home run power, hit a grand slam in the New Mexico Championship game. That's where they played that Southwest Region Championship in New Mexico. Easy base for Coleman. So now runner in scoring position for Texas. Coleman the runner at second. Harrell the batter goes after that pitch, strike two.
Little pitch. Low and away behind it.
Popped up, catcher trying to make the play, just couldn't quite get there. Dostler got turned around.
Yeah, her angle wasn't great.
So new at bat here for Harrell. Count 1-2.
Right there, as catcher, you want your back to typically face the infield. She was kind of chasing it a little bit.
Runner going to go down to third. Good job by Coleman. So now mom can check on her.
Yeah, they're still laughing about it.
So Coleman's gone all the way from first to third. Only one out. And one of the most powerful hitters up to bat for Texas, Harrell. Takes that outside, and the count goes full. Dion shakes off a couple of pitches. That's hit hard to shortstop. Play is at first. Texas will get another run. So the run comes in, and now 2 outs.
Now stepping up to the batter's box, number 3, Addison Olchak.
Texas up 9-7. They have scored at least a run in every at-bat so far. Olchak the batter now for Texas. Olchak also a volleyball player, basketball player. Big Texas Tech fan. Mia Williams, her favorite softball player, goes after that pitch. Strike one, good pitch by Dion. Got away from her.
It looked like it was an attempt at an off speed. Just missed it, obviously a little bit up.
Wind picking up, 3-1 count, and a strike. Count goes full. Wind is blowing out right now. And there's the walk. So Olchak becomes the base runner for Texas, and Kendall Bain up to bat now. Kendall's been on base, both her at bats, got on a fielder's choice and was hit by a pitch in her last at bat. Goes after that first pitch. That is out to Medley in left field, and she makes the catch for the third out. So Texas has scored in every at-bat so far. They pick up one more run and increase the lead to 2. We finished 4 innings.
Welcome game sponsor. They've been a Little League supporter since 1951, and I myself have had some contact with this Lee Johnson family there.
Texas up 9-7 as we head into the 5th inning. And Texas going to make a change in the circle as well. Bringing in a new pitcher here. It's going to be Avery Coleman, the manager's daughter. Our first look at Coleman. She replaces Polar in the circle.
Now pitching for Southwest.
Polar will
Number 8,
go to
Avery
shortstop where
Coleman.
Avery was playing.
Coming to the plate to lead things off in the top of the 5th inning for Canada. Number 6.
We have some pitchers that are
LeMay.
flexible with where they can play in the field. Just doing a little switch. Tag, you're it. I'll go to short. You come into the circle.
So Canada up to bat, down 2. LeMay the batter. LeMay has been on base in both of her at-bats. And LeMay takes a strike. Her pre-game superstition, eating McDonald's before games. I wonder if she's been keeping that alive here. I think that'll change as she gets older.
Might have to. But hey, it probably started one of those days where, you know, you eat McDonald's and then you go 4 for 4 and have a couple of home runs. You're like, huh, what fueled that?
And when you're 14, you can do that. Nice pitch. So first batter Coleman faces, she strikes out.
Coming in and just going down. Good movement. Good velo behind it. Attacking the strike zone.
That should be the home run hitter from the first inning. Takes a strike. And Coleman throwing strikes right now. Canada scored 2 runs in their last at bat. And well ahead in the count is Coleman, 0-2. Coleman got that down low, and Maccabee chasing it. Maccabee wants to be a physician one day, the batter. Collects rubber ducks. I wonder if she brought them with her. That is hit right back up the middle. Went right by Coleman's head for the single. Coleman, her life flashed before her eyes.
Well, Maccabee, she's shown us why she's one of the best hitters, not only on Canada's team, but in this Little League World Series. I mean, she can swing it.
Buteau lifts that into right field. Price comes over, makes the catch. So 2 outs. But 2 outs has not been a problem for Canada scoring runs today. Dostelaire up to bat now. Dostelaire, the catcher for this team. Throw down to second.
Got her.
Did she hang on to the
Yeah.
ball? Yes. Had to wait to see if the ball was held onto by Poehler, and she did hang on, so they gunned down the runner at second base for the 3rd out.
Ooh, that was a cannon of an arm from Harrell behind the plate. And Easton Poehler, new to shortstop this inning, she held on to it. But look at Harrell. She goes down to get that pitch, and that throw is perfect. Wow.
Back here in Kirkland, Washington, in this Junior League Softball World Series. Day 2 of pool play. Both these teams, Texas and Canada, trying to get their first win in pool play. Top 4 teams in each of the 5-team pools will move on to bracket play later in the week. And Texas up 9-7 here in the bottom of the 5th of this 7-inning game. Dion staying in the circle for Canada. She's going to face Patricia Price.
Number 21, Patricia Price.
Price was crowned Little Miss Shiner, the batter. Makes a strike. Price's dad quarterbacked the town's first state championship football team. He's a member of the Texas State Hall of Honor. Another good pitch by Dion, strike 2. Price got a single in her last at bat. Goes after this one, rips it up the middle for another base hit. Good hitting by P.
Yeah, a big high five for her first hit of the ball game. Goes up to get it, and when you meet a pitch over the heart of the plate, that's exactly where you need to hit it.
Lions up to bat now. No outs with the runner on first. Lions Aggie fan. Special talent, she can touch her nose with her tongue.
I can also do that.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if I'd ever put that down as a
Is
special
it a talent? You
Yeah.
consider it a talent?
No, I do not. I don't take pride in that.
Most people can't. Price all the way to second after that pass ball. 2-0 the count to Lions. Lions late on that swing, strike one.
I'm always thinking about when we see these fun facts come up, like what would I put for those
Yeah.
fun facts and like what would be my special talent. I got to come up with a good one.
They're very creative. There's some good ones.
Do you have one off the top of your head that would be your special talent?
No, I don't. I can play the trumpet with my mouth. I can make great trumpet noise. with my
Really?
mouth. Yeah. You cannot tell the difference. Strikeout, by the way. Enough about me.
Wait, no, I want to hear all of the special talents.
Tell you later.
We're together for a full week here.
Representing China, Little League, number 6.
So nice strikeout thrown by Dion. And Don Bishop stepping into the batter's box. One out, runner up at second. Inside for ball one. Bishop's special talent is she can bake things 100% from scratch. Soft grounder to second. Price moves over to third. They get the out at first. So 2 outs. Price, base runner at third base. Mikulinchuk will be the batter. And she can do 10 consecutive backflips.
Yeah, I definitely
That is a special talent.
cannot do that.
Takes a strike.
I would like to see it.
Terry Crews' favorite celebrity. I haven't seen that one on a
I
question.
bet Terry Crews could do a backflip.
Yeah,
I feel
probably.
like he's strong enough to do that.
So the count 0-2. Dion trying to hold Texas scoreless for the first time today. They have scored at least a run in every at-bat. Runner is at third. Mikulinchuk, the batter's drawn a couple of walks today. Behind in this count, 0-2.
That was a tough pitch that she fouled off and tight on her hands.
And a called third strike. You like that one, huh?
Took something off of it.
Strike 3, and Texas scoreless for the first at bat of the day, but Texas still up 9-7 after 5. Back here in a very scenic Kirkland, Washington. That's the downtown area, which is down the hill here from Everest Park. This community embraces this Junior League World Series so well. 10 teams from communities around the world have earned the right to be here, and we're in the process of determining who the world champion will be. Southwest won last year, another team from Texas, and this year's edition from Shiner. And they have the lead 9-7 as we head into the top of the 6th. Coleman in the circle for Texas. Dostelaire, the batter.
It's a good spot. I want that if I'm Coleman.
Didn't get the call there. 2-1. Fell back into the bleachers. Check swing down the left field side. That's where lunch is.
I was just thinking that. Don't be ruining our lunch tent.
And that's a nice base hit out into center field. Dostelaire with her first hit of the day. And Canada has one on right away.
This was such a pretty swing. I love this angle here. Just see the head down. Her barrel working through the zone, seeing that ball deep with 2 strikes. That was such a pretty 2-strike approach.
And the 2 up to bat now with that runner on at first. No outs here in the top of the 6th. Takes a strike. And the 2, a big Toronto Blue Jays baseball fan, but her dog's named Yankee. Gets it out to center field, hit it right at Olchak.
Well, Matu, she's got to try someone else because that's the second time that she's flown out to center field. Olchak is right there, hitting it well, but nothing to show for it.
So 1 out. Mia Medley up to bat. She's had a good day at the plate today for Canada. Going bunt, pulled it back, ball 1.
Yeah, a little sneaky bunt. We know how speedy Mia Medley is on the base paths. I mean, she, in her last at-bat, got on base with a base hit and then just scooted around the bases for a run. It's fun to watch her.
Tried it again, this time a strike. They also a tennis player. That's hit sharply. Will it get through? No. Nice play at shortstop. They can't get the throw over there in time, but Poehler did a good job to save that from getting out of the infield. And the runners are at first and second.
Nice piece here, just a hard bouncer that's taken Poehler way deep in the hole. There's no reason to throw this ball. Yes, we love to see the arm, but Medley, we've talked about her speed. She's going to beat that out easily, and if that throw gets away, well, man, you just don't want to set yourself up to start this inning that way.
Still only 1 out. Canada with 2 on. Go-ahead run at the plate for them in the form of Ari Prescott. Foul ball. See a few softball siblings trying to chase that down. That's what you live for.
Yeah, the softball siblings. Got to be on your toes, ready to go find those foul balls.
Brings the count to 2-2 now. Prescott looking for her first hit today. Seen her in the circle today as well for Canada.
Whew.
Takes that for ball 3.
You could see where Harrell was set up. She was set up on the inner half, and that ball drifted over, so just kind of tricky optics, but it could have been called a strike.
Well, the bases are loaded now. And just 1 out. Canada trailing by 2 at the moment.
Yeah, stuff to the plate, the bases loaded.
Here in the top of the 6th inning. Lemo up to bat. Trying to drive these runs in. And that's a strike on the inside corner. Grounder to second. Force is at second. A run scores, however. So it's 9-8. And 2 outs.
Ooh, Trojak had me on the edge of my seat there with that play. I was wondering, is she going to go 1? She goes 2. Barely gets the out.
And we're going to have a challenge. First time we've had a challenge today.
All right.
Coach Nick coming over and issuing a challenge on this play at second.
She thought we were going to see an underhand throw, but then she goes up to overhand it, and the throw was not fast. Like, it didn't have a lot of velocity on it. Coleman drifting over. I think this will hold up.
Yeah.
It was definitely close, so I don't blame the challenge one bit. I would probably do the same thing. This is a big situation.
Late in the game, you get 2 unsuccessful challenges in regulation.
Yeah, she's out.
Umpires have called this in and asked for it to be reviewed.
Run did score, right?
Yep,
Okay.
run did score, so it's 9-8.
Updating my book.
And Dion will be the next batter for Canada once this decision is made on whether that was out or safe. Call on the field was out.
Yep, ball in the glove. She is out.
Umpires are waiting on the decision. Yesterday we used these replays as a nice dance break. These reviews. A little dancing.
Yeah. We had some cha-cha slide yesterday, some YMCA, some Crank That Soldier Boy. We had a over 3-hour game yesterday, so we were going through the entire playlist.
This is a pretty lengthy review.
Yeah, I feel like this should be over.
Again, the umpires don't review this themselves. They call it in and it is reviewed at a different location.
Hey.
And they get the decision.
Cute. And now we've got some Cotton Eye Joe. It's not a softball game if there's not Cotton Eye Joe played.
Call stands. I just needed to ask you, Kenzie.
I know. I could just yell it out if we want.
So a loss of a challenge for Canada. They'll have one more left for the remainder of the regulation game. If we got to extra innings, they'd get an extra one. Dion the batter. Runners at first and third, 2 outs. Canada trailing Texas by a run. Runner goes down to second. They'll let her go. So Lemo is down at second. Runners at second and third now. Base hit would score a run and tie the game. That's pulled foul.
That's a strike. Whew, I'm getting frustrated for these pitchers back here. Just making it so hard on them.
That's hit sharply into the outfield. We are tied, and now Canada takes the lead. First time Canada has led since the first inning. Big hit from Dion to clear the bases, and she's at second.
One thing that I think Canada has done such a good job with is hitting the ball on the ground. There's been very few fly ball outs. You can tell their swings are compact, especially with a situation with a couple of runners on, first and third, just looking down, zoning down. And then they're also so aggressive on the base paths. So those two in combination, that's why you're seeing a ton of runs on the board.
Dion makes it over to third after that pass ball. Michaud, the batter. Final batter in their continuous batting order. And we'll go to the top of the lineup. 2 outs. Again, Canada's done such a good job scoring runs with 2 outs today. And that is called a ball. Three and 0. And so taking her base is Michaud. As Michaud draws the walk, so now runners at first and third with 2 outs. And we go back to the top of the batting order. Passarelli, leadoff hitter, up for the 4th time today, facing Coleman. Well, they'll make the throw, and the runner's going to go.
What a slide.
Another run scored by Canada.
Wow.
As Harrell took the bait and made the throw from the catcher position.
Well, Harrell has a cannon of an arm, so if I'm Texas, I'm choosing her to throw out these runners in the first and third situation every time. She just has that good of an arm. But that slide from Michaud, incredible.
So Canada now up to 11-9. As they have put up 4 runs here in the top of the 6th. Canada started the game up 2-0. Michaud, the runner, down at second. Passarelli hits that deep into the outfield. Running over to grab it is Olchak. But Canada has come storming back. And we head into the bottom of the 6th with Canada now up by 2. Good game here to start our pool play. Just 2 games today. Players have a big event to go to tonight. Some of the Southeast team watching from that left field fence as Canada has come from behind and retaken the lead here as we head into the bottom of the 6th inning. Dion going to try to shut down this Texas offense, which has scored in all but 1 at bat. Ali Trojak, leadoff batter, up first for Texas. Gets that out into right field, and LeMay makes the easy catch.
We love a 1-pitch, 1 out. It's better than a strikeout. If you ask any pitcher, would you rather have 1 pitch, 1 out, or a strikeout? I'm going 1 pitch, 1 out.
Southeast team that has been watching this game for a while. They'll be in action on this field. Actually, they'll be on the other field against Washington District 9. Here on this field, we'll have an East-West showdown. It'll be Pennsylvania against California. Inside.
St. Dion try and go to that off-speed pitch a couple of times. She had a strikeout in the last inning, the bottom of the 5th, on that changeup. Love to see her try and use that.
Cortez takes another ball. Cortez, a 4-sport athlete, wants to be a speech therapist one day. Just 13 years of age. Gets that right back up toward the pitcher. Shortstop comes over to make the play, though. Nice grab by Passarelli.
Little 1-6-3. Just helping out your teammate. Let me slow this thing down for you. Passarelli right behind Dion, ready to go.
So 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. And Easton Polar steps up to bat to try to get a rally started here for Texas. Texas scored in their first 4 at-bats, did not score in the 5th inning. And they have lost their lead. That is lifted into center field, and 3 up, 3 down for the first time today. Canada will come up to bat in the top of the 7th with a 2-run lead. Pressure time here in Kirkland. Not for those folks having a good time just chilling out watching this game, but for the players, we're heading into the final inning and a change in the circle for Texas as Texas bringing in Easton Polar. Polar trading spots with Avery Coleman, who went to shortstop where Polar had been. Polar, we've seen her pitch before.
I'm telling you, they're just kind of playing tag.
So they'll bring Polar back into the game to try to close down the Canadian batters and to get a chance to walk it off in the bottom of the 7th. LeMay up to bat. Bunt is laid down. No problem for Polar to get that first out.
That's tough for Polar, who started this game. Of course, Coleman, who's at shortstop now, came in to relieve her. But you start it, you're still in the game, so you're staying warm, but it's just very different, right? You're having to make sure that you're mentally locked in and ready to go to pitch and try and close this game out and hold Canada. The strike.
Not to be the batter. Call the ball. You've not been happy with the strike zone.
No,
today,
it's been too tight for me.
That's ripped into left field, and Canada has one on. That was hard hit.
Tanya, I love what I'm seeing from the swings for Canada. They're compact, they look down, they've been hitting the ball hard consistently, and they've been hitting the ball line drive, ground ball. There's not a lot of lift in those swings.
Bluteau up to bat for Canada. Bluteau is not just a good softball player, excellent flag football player. She's the quarterback of Team Canada's U15 girls flag football team. Flag football will be an Olympic sport in Los Angeles. Fouled that off. Coach Nick gonna come over and check on Bluteau.
If that got her where I think it got her, that is gonna stay with Bluteau for a while. Those foul balls off of your ankles, man, they are just the worst. They hurt so bad and they are so hard to go away. Oh, it was a little bit higher, up around the knee. Not that that feels any better. Maybe a little bit more batting.
The runner on, one out. Count 1-1 to Bluteau. Canada trying to get some insurance runs here. That is hit deep to center field. Backing up, making the catch. Olchak near the fence. 2 outs. That was close to getting out of here. Had a 1 home run today. It was by Matchaby in the first inning. Dostelaire up to bat now for Canada. 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Hits it to second base. And the play is made by Trojak. So Texas, this game comes down to what they do in this next at bat. Canada up 2 with Texas coming to the plate. Well, we have reached the bottom of the 7th inning, and that means it's Texas's last chance to try to catch Canada. Texas led for most of this game. Canada started the game out 2-0, then came back to retake the lead in the top of the 6th. And now Avery Coleman will make her way to the plate and try to get on base for Texas. Good response by Canada in this game. And Canada's Dion has retired 6 straight batters. Coleman hits that back up the middle. Nice play by Dion.
Well, ever since Estelle Dion has come in, she has just settled this game down, and it's, you know, no question why Canada was able to come back in this game. It's because what she has given her team defensively in the circle.
Harrell up to bat for Texas. Hits it right back to Dion. Dion fields the grounder this time, makes the throw. Good job by the pitcher.
Yeah, she's taking control of this game. You think about how Texas started this game with 4 runs in the first, and then they just continued to score. Dion comes in the 3rd, and she has only given up 1 run and 1 hit.
Retired 8 straight batters. Olchak, it's up to her to keep this game going. And she hits it out into center field. She will do more than keep it going. Olchak heading to second for a stand-up double to try to start the Texas rally with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th.
I was a little surprised to see Olchak swing just because her teammates in front of her were both out on the first pitch. So usually it's that unwritten rule in our sport where you don't want to have a 3-pitch inning where you have 3 outs. But I just love the confidence, the fearlessness to say, I can see a good pitch. I know I'm going to get a strike. Let me get after this thing.
So the tying run at the plate in the form of Kendall Bain. Runner is at second, 2 outs. Game on the line, that gets by the catcher, and easily taking third is Olchak. So a base hit would bring in 1 run here, Texas to get them within 1. But Canada an out away from winning the game. And it is fouled back just out of play. One and one the count. Game comes down to this at bat. And that is punched into the outfield. Texas is within one. Nice piece of hitting by Bain to keep Texas alive, and it is 11-10 now. And the winning run steps up to the plate in the form of Patricia Price,
who had a very hard hit single in her last at bat against Dion. And I just think it's so important to be home team in a World Series like this. It is such an advantage.
Texas had gone 2 scoreless innings prior to this one. And now that hit her. So now Texas with runners at first and second. And down by 1 in the bottom of the 7th. Reese Lyons coming up to bat.
Well, Reese Lyons, she's 2 for 3 on the day. She has 2 base hits, but her last at bat against Dion in the circle, she struck out. So a little bit of a mixed bag here. Do we see what we saw early in this ball game? Or does Dion go right back at her and find that last out?
Coach Nick out talking to the infield. Runners at first and second. 2 outs. Got the first 2 outs so quickly.
Well, and I'm also watching the outfield for Canada. Where are they going to be playing? You don't want to be playing too deep. The play at the plate. Want to make sure that you're in reach. Obviously, the run at second would tie the ball game. The runner at first would win the ball game.
Lyons the batter. Takes a strike. Strike 2. Canada a strike and an out away from winning this game. Texas with 2 on, trailing by 1.
Woo! You know what I'm thinking.
Dangerous. Called a ball.
Man, you have to have such short-term memory when you're in the circle.
That's outside, so the count now 2-2 to Reese Lyons. Runners at first and second. Texas down to its last out to try to come back and win this game. And that'll do it. Dion with a strikeout to win the game, and Canada picks up their first win of this World Series. Boy, what a job she did coming in.
Yeah, it was just such a gritty relief appearance from Estelle Dion. And she gave her team a chance, right? She comes in the 3rd inning, and up until that 7th inning, she had only allowed 1 run and 1 hit. Obviously, the 7th inning is going to be the toughest inning for a pitcher. Canada coming back offensively, but Dion, she was the reason that they were able to get this win. Sam, 11-10, 21 runs in this ballgame. My goodness, but I love the fact that we're talking about a pitcher able to close this thing out for her team.
Yeah, a come from behind win for Canada. As they get their first win in pool play, Texas drops to 0-2. And that is the first of 2 games that will appear on this field today. Coming up in a little under an hour, we will have the game number 2 between the East and the West. That's specifically Pennsylvania against California. But Good job, Canada.
Well, you can see the emotion from this team. It was a hard day for this squad yesterday. Runs were hard to come by, so of course you're going to bounce back big offensively, and heartbreak on the other side for Texas, right? 1 run short. They fought all the way through that ball game. It was just one of those things. Someone had to lose it, but Canada swinging so big.
So Canada now 1-1 in pool play, Texas 0-2. And we'll continue our coverage of the Junior League Softball World Series when the next game begins in a little under an hour from now. For Kenzie Fowler and our crew, I'm Sam Gore here in Kirkland, saying we'll see you for our next game just about an hour from now. But Canada wins this one.